Hey guys, Sandy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am playing with my homemade kit and I'm also scrapbooking these two photos of my daughter at Disneyland at the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin Ride, which is always a fun time. Let's see what I can do. So I am a big fan of this kind of funky circle pattern paper and I thought it went well with this close to my heart paper. So I actually left on the branding strip and trimmed it down to about 4 inches so that it is just about a third of the page. And I'm going to lay that across. Now leaving that branding strip on gives me the kind of that connector between the blue pattern paper that really reads as a solid and the funky dots and circles up at the top. So the dots and circles kind of remind me of Tinker Toys. Do you guys know what Tinker Toys are? Do you remember Tinker Toys? Kind of reminds me of that. It also kind of reminds me of the Jetsons. It's just kind of reminds me of like a spacey type thing, which is the reason why I went ahead and used it for these photos of Lana at the Buzz Lightyear ride. So I have pulled out this piece of paper from the Toy Box collection from Cartabella, and I'm pretty sure this was in my kit as well. And I figured that it was a good enough match, meaning it was themed okay enough that it was appropriate. Now, you might be thinking, why are you thinking toys are appropriate for Buzz Lightyear? But, you know, Buzz Lightyear is part of Toy Story and toys, right? You are a toy! Okay. I promise I will try not to quote more Disney movie lines at you guys, but in my mind, it works. So I went with it. I'm also using that 6x8 paper from one of the Simple Stories pads, and it's just a kind of like a yellowish paper, and even though it is not an exact match of the other yellow that is in the layout, it was close enough. And I think sometimes that's what we have to go for. You're not going to find an exact color match all the time unless you're playing within the same collection. And you guys know I like to play outside of you know, just the collections. So close enough is good. I was thinking about using these stars as actual banners, kind of hanging down underneath of the photo, but I really didn't like the look of that. It has to truly be kind of a specific banner for me to really like go for it. And at this time, I just wasn't going for it. Now, I thought I was going to put the little stickers here. The stickers don't stay there. The yellow sticker doesn't even make it onto the page, and the little gray sticker that says favorite photos moves. It's not going to stay there whatsoever. I really liked this kind of banner thing right here, and I was thinking I could go ahead and build up my title on that, so I decided to put that there. And that over here where this frame is, I was building up that over there, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to cover up more of this funky circle paper. I love this paper, and I've already covered up a good bit of it, and we're not going to cover up anymore. So that's what I went with there. I do label up the banner and this little pinked edge You Rock die cut. So that's just giving me some sort of embellishment. I'm definitely following the triangle here. I'm going to have a small amount of embellishment over on the left-hand side of the photo block, a small amount of embellishment on the top right, and then some embellishment along with the title down at the bottom. So I am definitely triangularizing. Is that a word, triangularizing? Probably not, but you know, making up words is fun. So I don't really think that that's a word. Now this is going to be on my mind. Okay, let's move on. But I have definitely done the triangle around the photos. I do trim down those star banners, so they do eventually make it onto the page. They just don't make it onto the page as I originally thought. I'm trimming them down, adding a little adhesive, and then just placing them around the page. I do put the sparkly one up at the top with the U Rock, and then just the shiny ones in my other two little embellishment clusters. And I think this kind of page shows you, see, I was thinking about bringing in another star, but no, it was too much. One star in each cluster was plenty. And I think that this page shows you that you can kind of have a big impact with minimal embellishment. So the big impact here, of course, besides the photos, because I really think that with this page, the photos kind of pop out at you, which is cool. It was kind of like a happy accident that happened. What I was really concerned about was not covering up too much of this funky circle paper. And in the process, I ended up making the photos pop even more, which is a happy accident. I definitely did not do that on purpose. Now, these are some pink, fresh mirrored embellishments, and I guess they're getting a little bit old because the sticky is sticking to the backer sheet, and as I was pulling off the word dream, I was breaking it into pieces. And I'm okay with that because, you can put them back together. I'm just using some Tonic Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, best adhesive in the world. Let me just tell you that. I'm actually going to throw a bottle of it in my 2,500 subscriber giveaway. The rest of the stuff is almost here. It should be arriving by Thursday, so hopefully Friday I can get the 2,500 subscriber giveaway up. So sneak peek on that, I guess. Now, when I put these words back together, the R and the E were supposed to be connected, and I decided not to connect them. I decided I liked it better this way. And then, of course, I'm kind of wiping the glue off the mirror because, I want it to be shiny. So I'm going to pull off the little hearts as well. And I'm just going to add one little heart in each of the other clusters just because I am making the clusters basically have the same thing. They all have stars. They all have a mirrored embellishment. They all have some paper die cuts, and they all have words. So that's what I was going for. I was definitely doing the rule of thirds and triangularizing. I just love saying that, triangularizing. So if you think I'm a doofus because I keep saying triangularizing, I'm sorry, but it's just fun, and scrapbooking should be fun. And if it's not fun, you got to reassess. So yeah. So I grabbed these pink fresh letter stickers and I spell out Ranger. Now I ran out of the letter A, so I am going to use a V just turned upside down, because that's what I do. Oh, look, let's see. Triangularizing. I'm looking it up. It's the present participle of triangularize. It's a verb. Fantastic. I didn't make up a word. That would have been a lot more fun, you guys, if I would have made up a word, but I didn't, but it's still fun to say. Okay, so now I pull out these freckled fawn yellow letter stickers, and you guys, these are ancient. These are older than dirt. And for some reason, there's always plenty of letters to spell out what I want to. I am going to spell out the word space, and I do trim the letters down to make them into what I want them to be. So for the letter A, I do have those larger, like capital A's, but I don't want that. So I trimmed down, I think I trimmed down a Q, and I just trimmed down the Q to make the A, and then there is a C and an E already on there. So my P is going to overlap the upside down V for the A in Ranger. So I'm kind of camouflaging it a little bit, but there are plenty of times where I've used an upside down V for an A, and I don't put the little line across, and I just leave it the way it is. So don't feel like you have to do that in your V's, in your upside down V's. You just don't have to. Like, you don't. I am using glue to glue down both sets of these letters because their sticky is not very sticky. So yeah, I guess it's definitely not just an American Crafts thing with adhesive. I'm wondering if these scrapbooking companies all go to like the same glue manufacturer and are like, hey, give us some glue that'll stick, but not too long, and so you know that the people will have to buy glue. Do that. I'm like, is that weird? Is that weird that I think that there's some sort of conspiracy theory going on with scrapbooking companies and glue companies? Like, I just think, what in the world? Like, why can we not get it right? Anyway, that is going to do it for that layout, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.